The threat of a migrant surge at the border has captivated legacy media for 2 weeks, but that surge didn't happen. It was just conjecture that led to false panic and xenophobic rage farming online. Fox, CNN, MSNBC each gave hours of daily coverage to the migrant surge, and conservative pundits were literally foaming at the mouths, spewing hatred towards men, women, and children fleeing the most oppressive and traumatic situations in search of freedom. And although the surge did not happen, conservative talking heads are still claiming that it did. They are angry, and they are not alone in their anger. Immigration advocates and the ACLU are also angry. The ACLU is literally suing the Biden administration, claiming that seeking asylum is a legal pathway protected by our laws, regardless of how one enters the country, and that this policy is unlawful because of its restrictions. It seems as though there is no winning migration battle for President Biden. But what do you think? What do you think can truly be done? And while the border crisis dominated the news cycle, updates regarding the American economy barely made headlines. And I would think this Biden boom would be more known. Consider, job satisfaction is at a 36-year high. The 3-month change in headline consumer price index, or inflation as you know it, is below 4% and back to the range it was when President Biden took office. The most recent jobs report indicated that 253,000 new jobs were added to the American economy, making for a total of 12.7 million jobs created during the Biden administration. By comparison, Bush, and Trump created 1.9 million combined. The unemployment rate is at 3.4%. American wages continue to grow, especially among the lowest paid jobs. Under President Biden, our nation has seen the lowest uninsured and poverty rates in the history of our nation. New businesses continue to come online, and there are almost 2 openings in the American workforce for each unemployed job seeker. But very few Americans seem to know this. Legacy media is still talking about inflation, although inflation has dropped significantly. The price of the almighty egg dropped by 10.9% in March and another 2% in April. And cycling back to the issue of American immigration, Florida Senate Bill 1718 was recently signed into law. The new law mandates the use of E-Verify employment screening for new hires at businesses with 25 or more employees, adds tougher penalties for hiring or transporting undocumented citizens within the state, and orders Florida's hospitals to collect the immigration status of patients. Also states that the driver's licenses of undocumented citizens from states other than Florida will not be recognized, while allocating an additional $12 million for the relocation of undocumented citizens to Martha's Vineyard. Now, it is estimated that there are 775,000 undocumented persons in the state of Florida, and many of these women and men and children not only support but uphold Florida's economy. It is estimated that Senate Bill 1718 will lead to a massive labor shortage. Currently, for every 100 job openings in Florida, there are only 70 applicants.